everyone, Jen O'Sullivan here. I'm so excited to be with you guys today, and I wish I was here live with you guys, but I think it's super fun that I'm able to come in on a video. I wanted to share with you some of the resources that I have. Part of the thing with Young Living that is so amazing and so fun that you're actually here today is the Team YL aspect. And what Team YL is that it's the fact that we all sort of help each other, okay? So it doesn't matter what team you're on, you are part of the broader, larger Young Living family. And so with that, I have chosen, and it's been my kind of lifelong practice, to just let everybody in, right? It's one of those things where we all just want to help each other grow and learn. So I've been asked to come on here and help you guys just see some of the resources that I provide. Some of them clearly I can't give for free because they're actual printed stuff, but other things are really, really helpful for you guys that's just free for you to use, okay? So the things that are free, and I want to start there because I think that it's important for you to know that there are so many leaders in Young Living that provide free information. So I encourage you to ask your enroller or your friend sitting next to you who's most like me, right? Not me personally, but you personally, right? Who's most like me? And what that means is like, who's someone, like maybe you're not that crunchy. You're not like a crunchy mama. You still go to McDonald's and you're like, I'm probably still gonna go to McDonald's. Sorry, just the way it is, right? Like maybe that's who you are. And you're like, I'm curious if there's a leader that maybe is more like that. And I would say, yes, there is, right? And ask your person, maybe you're like crunchy homesteader and you just love to kind of make your own stuff and farm and there's so many women that do that now. It's like homeschooling and it's such a beautiful, like back to basics, simple life. Guess what? We got women like that, right? Leaders, diamond leaders. So just know that it doesn't matter what end of the spectrum you are on, right? You could be a drinking, smoking, partying, I'm eating my McDonald's and drinking my Dr. Pepper, but I love my oils kind of person. Or you can be the crunchiest of crunchy mamas who pretty much grows everything themselves and has their whole farm and they live off the land, right? I mean, it's like they're both a choice. It's your lifestyle choice. Not one is better than the other, and it's just how you live, right? So we at Young Living love the fact that we have so many different resources for you to help you choose a more toxic-free lifestyle, right? So that's the point. So while I joke about the drinking and the smoking, and we know there's a lot of toxins in that, I do know that some people are they're just on a path, right? Everyone's on that journey trying to figure out this more toxic-free lifestyle. And that is the point, right? We really want to become healthier. We want to live longer. We want to live with more vitality. Okay, so ask your leader. But I'm going to share with you things I offer for free. One of my largest education groups is called the Human Body and Essential Oils. It's a little bit overwhelming, so when you get added to that group, I encourage you to read the pinned post and then go to the index. And when you go to the index of that group, again, it's called the Human Body and Essential Oils on Facebook. So if you go to facebook.com/groups and then /the human body, you'll find that group, or just ask your friend to stick you in there. And basically what I encourage you to do is use the search bar at the top, or go to the index, which is in the pinned post, and when you're in the index, when you click on that index link, what you can do is open the index and then do like a command find or an option find, whatever your computer does for the find of a word on the screen, and type in a word. I have tried to title everything with the most common thing. Like if you're looking up allergies, type in allergies. If you're looking up even the word cancer, even though that's a non-compliant word, there's an actual post on it so that you can understand how do oils work when it comes to real serious things like that. And this is a fully compliant group, and maybe you don't know what that means yet, but that just means that we're real keen on making sure you understand that oils aren't like pharmaceuticals, and oils, we treat them with respect, but we look at it like a regimen, right? So you want to physically figure out, like, I'm not going to eat an apple every day just to be healthy. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to try all different things, and I'm going to create a different lifestyle. And so Young Living will help you create that healthy lifestyle. Okay, that's the point. Okay, so the Human Body and Essential Oils is a super fun, very active, very large group, okay? If you are looking for stuff that's not in a group that you have to add people, because the only way to see that content is to be in that group physically. So if, let's say, your mom, like you find this, and you're like, oh, my mom would love this topic, it's about gluten, and she started like down that gluten-free road, and you can't get her in that group, and your mom's like, I'm not on Facebook and I'm not interested, right? Okay, there's two things. One, my author page on Facebook is a public page. So that really does mean that she can go on Facebook, and in some cases you have to create an account to kind of have access to things, but it's not a big deal. It's not like she has to have a presence and like get into groups and be added and join something and then go check it. The nice thing about my Facebook actual author page is that it's a public page. That means that anything on that page is shareable. That means you can hit the share button. Okay, when you're in a group that's closed, you can't share content out of that group. But when you're on an open page on Facebook that's just a public page, you can share any of that content. So you can just tag people in it that don't follow me, or share the content out by hitting the share button. So it's super easy. But what is also attached to that, again, for that mom that maybe is like, not on Facebook, I'm on Instagram. So that Facebook page, that profile page that is my like fan page, I guess if you will, it's my author page, is also attached to my Instagram account, okay? So there's similar names, but because Instagram, like I can't get that one on Facebook, it's so irritating, but it's Jen Author, @JenAuthor for my Insta account, and my Facebook like author page is @Jen O'Sullivan Author, okay? So it's just facebook.com/Jen O'Sullivan Author. There's no little apostrophe in there, just all one word, Jen O'Sullivan Author. And then on Instagram, it's Jen Author. Now, the cool thing about my Instagram posts is that I try to just keep it real clean. I mean, I'm not the girl that's like, look at my fun, beautiful life. Like, I just don't personally feel like that's helpful all the time. I think it's fun to follow those people, but you know that that's what you're getting from them, okay? You don't get that from me, because I'm not all about like, look at my perfect life, because my life is not perfect. What I do is I try to make it an archive for you. So each post has a real big word of what the title is, and it's very clear. You can actually go down and look and say like, capsules. I'm interested in learning about capsules, and there's the post, and you click on it, and it will show you how to make a capsule. So my Instagram feed feeds directly into my author page. So if you're like on Instagram and you love it and you love that post and you're like, I wish I could share this, which, you know, some of you guys know how to do the Insta share and all that stuff. You could go on Facebook and know that that post is on my Facebook author page as well. So it's really cool to be able to have both. And there's a big, big, big index on my author page. So my top picture, that top image that's always up there, I change it out every once in a while, but there's always the index on there. So I'm always constantly putting the index on there. So that's another resource. Now, I have some pay-to-play resources, right? Only because I can't do them for free. So it is what it is. I have books, a lot of books. I have 5 best-selling books. We're starting a 6th. The 6th one is based on a free e-course, though, that you can take. So you actually can do this e-course for free. And 31 Oils, that's a company that my husband runs, and it is basically where things get shipped out of, right? Because I don't have time to, who has time to ship stuff out? So he sits there and ships stuff out. And so I design materials that are helpful for you. And so some of them are books, right? We have 5 different books. On that thing, though, is the e-course on that site. So it's 31oils.com. And you can just the number 3, the number 1, like Proverbs 31, but it's 31oils.com, OILS.com. And then you can go to 31oils.com/oils101. And guess what? You can sign up for a free e-course. So it's a 30-day e-course that will just come into your email box every single day. And we're creating a book off of that. It's taking forever, but we want to make sure it's perfect. And we're creating a script off of that. So you could do an entire 30-day script class for you guys. It's so much fun. Okay, so on 31 Oils, though, you can get my very first book, which is called The Essential Oil Truth. That book was written for people who know nothing about essential oils and are not interested in having a company shoved down their throat. I think too often we as distributors get so excited and we're like, you have to use Young Living, they're the best, right? And we know they're the best, but we want them to discover that they're the best, right? So that then they're true believers, and that's the point. So The Essential Oil Truth was written with no company mention at all, and it's meant for people to say, hey, if you're curious, here, and when you're ready, contact me, right? So that was the first book, and it's really good for new people. 48 really short mini chapters. It's about 110 pages long. The second book I wrote was because everybody wished I had talked about recipes in that book. Like, they wanted more recipes. So French Aromatherapy is now a little bit more brand specific because we do talk about consumption, and whenever you talk about consumption, we can only talk about consumable oils. So the consumable oils are the Vitality line oils, and those are totally 100% safe to consume. They're meant for consumption, and so that whole section is on Young Living. And so just know that that book is like probably my number one. It is my number one bestseller. Like that book for sure everybody buys all the time because that book has so many good recipes in it and the recipes work. Many times you're going to get like third-party references that actually give you recipes that don't work, and it's frustrating. So just know I'm certified in French medicinal aromatherapy. These are recipes that are either tried and true that everybody loves and has loved for years, like lavender, lemon, and peppermint, right? I didn't come up with that. Or they're actually my recipes, and they're recipes that you'll be like, oh, I've never heard of that before, and it's something that I have shown you how to make. So it's your own make and take, like you can make it yourself. Okay, so that leads me to my third book, which is an essential oils make and take book. Shares with you all fun make and take recipes. Like if you are into making your own deodorant, into making your own sunscreen, like all that stuff is in there. And it helps you know how to host a party, because if you really do want to host an essential oil make and take party correctly, there's some really bad things that you can do wrong. And so, because I've done them, and so I've helped you guys know how to do a right make and take. Okay, so super fun about that. And then I have a book, a little mini book, and I don't have them here. I don't keep anything in my office, and I probably should, but you can just go to 31 Oils and you can see the cover, or you can even go to Amazon. So if you just want to go to Amazon and check them out, the book bundle is the best way to get it. We are out of stock now because we're restocking, and we actually re-edited those two books. So the two main books are, they got a little bit of a, not a facelift, like you won't see any differences, but you're gonna see that there's some content changes that are actually just more updating, making sure that everything's good and adding some content in there that I think you guys will like. So those are coming. You guys will be able to get those at the end of this month, so we're so excited about that. But we have a book bundle pack, so it contains all 5 books. So Live Well is a book on the kit, literally. Like if you want to know just what's in the kit, that's a class in a book. So it's a short little mini square book that's super cute, but it's really, and I wish I had it around here, but it's a really good book for you guys to actually learn your kit, how to use it, what are the best practices, how, you know, what's in certain oils, how, you know, how do they work, what's the deal with quality, like do I really need to be concerned with that? So that is like a classroom in a book. So most people utilize those books in a class. So if you're trying to host a class, they're $1 each, right? You hand a book out, and it's full color, full beautiful, like it's really, really fun little book, and you just go through the book. It's a class in a book. So people have a visual, they're tactile learners mostly, visual, and then you're audible. So it makes the learning process a little bit more fun. So that's really good. It's good. I've on airplanes handed it to like the person next to me, like, oh, yeah, I do essential oils. Oh yeah, here. Right, there you go. My information's on the back. Contact me when you're ready. So that one's really fun. And then when you really decide to get involved in the business, one of the best books, there's so many good books out there, you guys, on the business. But the problem with a lot of them, and they're great, and you must have them, like Sarah Harnish, you must have her game plan, like you must. But what I found that I'm visual, and I like color, and I like easy. I don't have a gajillion hours to read all the time. I want to, and you're going to want to have that book, and you're going to want to devour it. But this is like a book that is just, I wouldn't say it's a companion because they're very different, but this is like the basics of the business, everything laid out. So if you want the comp plan laid out, exactly how Young Living has it laid out, but just in color, a little prettier. If you want to see the graphs of things, of how things work, if you want to see other bonuses and how those work, if you want to see kind of what should you be doing as a business builder and what are some of the things you need to consider, all of that is in that book. I promise you, that is the shortest book on business that is packed with so much content. It's like game over. Like really, it does. It helps a business builder not get overwhelmed. It's a perfect intro to the business that's going to get them excited and help them move forward. It even has a script in there on how to teach a 101. Okay, so it's really a fun little book to have. So those are the 5 different books that I carry currently. And then there's tools, right? Like really fun tools, like these charts, these little, like how to use the oils, and they're all laid out in charts. So I have a ton of these on 31oils.com. So I encourage you guys to check out all the different things, so many different like flyers and handouts. We even have a comparison chart. So if you really want to see like apples to apples, it's a non-biased comparison chart. It's a company comparison chart. Apples to apples, comparing 10 different companies, and that one is really fun to have and use, and just enjoy. So thanks for letting me share this little 15 minutes with you. I'm excited to be here. And oh, my app. I actually didn't even discuss that, and I should have. So I wanted to show you this. This is my husband's iPad. So my app, and this is the thing. The app is everything in one thing, okay? So if you got the book bundle pack, it's like $25, right? If you bought them individually, they would come out to about $49. So it's better to bundle them. But just know that my app, and this is what it looks like, okay? So the EOBar app has everything and then some, okay? It doesn't have like everything, like the make and takes and the business books are not in there, but there's a lot of make and takes in here. But all of the content in my 2 big books and plus so much more, like I'm talking so much more is in this. And the cool thing about this is it's been updated, so there's a lot of information in here. But if you go to education, right, so we'll just show you here, education, there's a huge education index. Let's see if I can do this backwards here. I don't know if I can do this with you guys. Huge and so there's so many topics here for you guys to learn, and it just goes on forever. But check this out. Additional education on Facebook. You can click that link, and these are all links to all my Facebook videos and topics, like hello, super easy education right at your fingertips. And I want to show you this because this is super exciting too. And I mean, there's so much. It's just this app, you can be on here for hours. So the price really should be like one of those $34 apps, because this is like 5 books and more in one app. But look at this. This is so exciting. If you go to resources down at the bottom, the 2018 Young Living price list. Now these will eventually link through, but this is so you can see all the prices of everything. I love it. And get this, if you go to the Savvy Minerals section, and it has everything. I mean, I can't even get down there. There's so much stuff in here, okay? But if you go to the Savvy Minerals section, it actually shows you, ready for it? It shows you the colors and what it looks like. So it doesn't show you a picture, because here's why I haven't done that, and this is important to note. Pictures even online don't really help you understand. So if I know that the blush is shimmer, right, and I know it's a shimmer light plum, great, or medium matte plum, right, I want to know if it's lighter or more darker. I want to know if it has a shimmer or doesn't have a shimmer, right, because some people are real concerned about, is it shimmer or not? Is it more pink? Is it more tan? So I think when we understand those colors, and it's pretty true, like I've tried to match these pretty true to color. So hopefully that should help you guys out. But it's just, there's so much content on here, you guys. All the kits are on here, all of your personal care items, all of the supplements, so you can go in and say like, what is that for again? Like Comfort Tone, I don't even know what that's for. Oh, there it is, it tells me. It supports health of the digestive system by eliminating residues from the colon and enhancing its natural ability to function properly. Like, yes, thank you. And it tells you everything, the supplement facts. It tells you what you should be taking. It tells you the ingredients. It tells you, what other ingredients, so you know if there's gluten in them or not, right? I think that's important, and there's important lists in here for you guys to know for safety reasons and all of that stuff. There's a whole section on Savvy Minerals, and there's a place for your own stock. So you can put in your own stock, you can put in your own recipes, you can decide what in this app is your favorite. Like, let's say you're like, oh, that recipe, I love that recipe, like that layering recipe for like tension support. I'm gonna heart that, and when you heart it, when you do a little heart, it goes into your favorite section, okay? So this app is like, I don't know, it just has so much content, okay? So check this out. These are all the oils, and see at the top, I can reorganize them. I can say I just want to see the PSK oils, and then only the oils that are in the, and see those little hearts? That's where you can hit the heart and it will turn purple, and you can add it to your favorite section. Like, and you can organize that favorite section. It's so cool. So if I just want the oils that are in the Bible, I can tap that and that comes up. If I'm looking in all of them, I can just do a word search. I can go along the side here and select a letter. See how that rotates down and it just goes to the letter I selected. This app has been built by over 100 distributors, meaning I got so many people helping create the content for this to make sure this is what distributors want. This was not an app built by some third party. This was an app using my knowledge and information and my content in my books, but then asking distributors what they wanted. What do they want to use? How are, so every time you guys give me feedback, I'm like, Justin, who's my developer, get on that. And he's like, great, let's do it. So we even right now just massively updated this, and we're doing another massive update. And guess what? Every time it updates and we add more stuff, it's free. I don't charge extra. I do not think that's fair. I do not think that add-ons, like here, you can use this half partial app, but to use the whole thing, it's one price, and it's super cheap, you guys, for under 10 bucks, like under 10 bucks. Like that's nothing to get so much content. Okay, so do know that this is like a massive education app. It's the biggest education app of all essential oils. And we even have our competitors, people using this all the time because it has that much very good content, and they can just like not worry about the blends because they're just different. But that's what it is. All right, there's 20 minutes for you guys. Thanks for letting me share, and I will see you guys online. Take care. Bye.